What's going on, Diablo 2 PvP fans? This is the end of Season 1 of the DFC, and wow, what a season it's been. We've discovered new builds, new strategies. We've played by a different set of rules that encourages creativity and originality, which is something that's extremely hard to come by in this 20-year-old game. We've also crowned an undisputed, undefeated champion who will need to defend his title tonight against one of his worst matchups. Here are some of the other highlights on the card. We have Tfc-Priest versus Sparkling. What will happen when one of the best ES fireball sources on the realm goes toe-to-toe with one of the best hybrid Zons? And then we have a very promising prospect in the DFC, ChronxBoner. He's going to be rocking his Bone Necromancer tonight in a mirror match against fan favorite Milky. Trust me, you're not gonna wanna blink on that match. And then we have a battle over the true #1 contender going into Season 2, and that's between Rick Grimes, the Vanquisher, and Root, the Wind Druid. Who will solidify their spot among the top fighters going into Season 2? Stay tuned and find out. Then we have YouTube sensation Synced playing on his trap assassin called Maty, and he is going up against another fan favorite, Alan, the Barbarian. Will Alan be able to implement his whirlwind and telestomp skills on one of the best trap assassins in the game, or will Maty's CT casting skills just be too much? And then we have a fight between two players who have had sort of a hard run so far in the DFC. Hemp is a very nasty ES fire sorceress with some very GG gear. She'll be trying to break that losing streak against NOXI, who has also sort of got the short end of the stick this season if you just look at his win-loss record. Both those players have had a rough run in the DFC, but one of them is trying to end on a high note. Who will it be? Stay tuned and find out tonight. Who will go into Season 2 as the reigning defending champion of the DFC? Let's find out as we dive in to DFC 7, the end of Season 1. And here we go. Wow, dude, look at this. Hemp is wasting no time. Going right in, tele-stomping NOXI. Doesn't look like he pulled off any good damage there. NOXI doing some great sync. Oh, man! Oh. Wow. Yeah. I'm on a time limit here. I'm not gonna play to not lose. I'm gonna play to win. And that's what NOXI does, dude. And I friggin' really appreciate him for that. He's got a champion style, dude. Round 2 of NOXI versus Hemp. Let's get it. NOXI starting out with a strong sync. Notice him aura swapping there. Oh, Hemp is standing still. What is this? Standing still? He might be trying to run NOXI into a trap. Look at this. He's dropping Meteor on himself, getting the Hydras set up. Oh, man. Holy shit. Yeah, it looks like Hemp's style there was to basically try to use NOXI's aggression against him. Like, I think he was setting up a bunch of Hydras, a bunch of Meteors, and trying to just punish NOXI for coming in. The challenge with that is, if your Meteor isn't perfectly timed and doesn't crash down on him as soon as they come in, they're gonna take very minimal fire damage upon going in. Like, they can take a few hits from Hydra. You know, you can take a few hits from the residual fire on Meteor. I'm wondering if Hemp will switch his style for this third round. And here we go, round 3. Round 3 of Hemp versus NOXI. Looks like he's employing the same plan here. This could, maybe he's gonna switch it up here last second, but he looks like he's at least trying to start with this trap. Oh man, NOXI's in close, you can tell. Because Hemp just got hit with something. NOXI is using FOH. NOXI's staying on the outside of this trap and just using FOH. And it's super effective. Hemp needs to move here. Hemp really needs to move. He can't stay here. Sitting there, sitting duck style is gonna be bad news. And NOXI's just preying on it, man. NOXI is saying, hey, you wanna try to trap me? I'll stay on the outside. I'm comfortable out here. Oh, man, FOH, another big one. NOXI just staying on the outside. You got clipped with some residual fire, maybe. Oh, look at that. Big fireballs there at the end from Hemp, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. He did catch a couple of fireballs, and you can tell, yeah, all he had was 75 res in Dwarf. Those were some hard-hitting fireballs. NOXI has a lot of life. Yeah, look at this, man. Hemp has some nasty stuff. This is really geared towards a cold sorceress matchup here, which you're not going to de-jewel this thing for, you know, for a lightning match. But he's got a very nice stack there on his ring. Strength cast, replenish life. I like that. Armageddon Fletch. Yeah, he has some nasty stuff. I just think it was the strategy there. I was looking for him to switch it up a little bit in round 3, but hey, I mean, there's always next time. Now look at this nasty shit. That is a perfect shooters with a 5/5 fire die facet in it. Red at that. Decided to go for max block. Yeah, that makes sense. I like the use of Twitch throw armor there too. Not a lot of people use that Twitch throw, and it actually is really good. It gives you a 25% increased chance of blocking on an armor. Not a lot of people, a lot of people overlook that. It's really good for max block to have Twitch throw, man. It's a huge boost to your block. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, NOXI switched up his game plan perfectly in round 3. It was actually really well played on NOXI's part. I think his ability to switch his game plan tonight was just super on point. It was just too much too quick. Oh, he's got a 2020 Pally Torch, 2020 Annihilus, an Enigma, Perfect Maras, a very nice Crown of Ages, decent Crown of Ages. He uses that version, it looks like, for the resistance stack and faster hit recovery, which is very important against a Fire Sword because you're going to take some damage from those fireballs and get put in FHR animation. So that's a really good call. Very nice Spirit Sacred Targe there. 15/15 F Trex. Perfect double upped Blood Fists. And look at these stat rings, dude. Yeah, this was all he was rocking, was just that Dwarf Star. Oh, look at this. He prefers 2011 charms. And they're not even fire resist. I think he was relying on Hemp not really having a lot of minus fire res. Yeah, I mean, and on a sorceress, on a fire sorceress, it's you know, they don't usually have a lot of minus res. Yeah, very nice. I love those. I love this setup. All right, here it is. Round 1 of Daddy versus Vazor. Now, this is going to be an interesting fight. A Necro is a pretty bad matchup for a Barb. But, oh, look at this. He's in close. Does Vazor have max block there? It looks like a few whirlwinds just went right through him, and he did not get cracked by one. So he could very well have. It seems like he might have SS. And look at this. He's just able to keep this distance. Daddy's going to need a big hit. He's going to need to get in close here. Oh man, damn. Yeah, it looks like Vazor actually went max block on this. So he is a max block bone Necro. And here we go, round 2. Let's see if Daddy made any alterations to his build here. Oh, look at that, nice hits in from Daddy, but he's whirlwind locked. No. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Whenever you get whirlwind locked like that, it means you've clicked whirlwind on top of your opponent's character, and you'll perpetually whirlwind at them forever. And like, you can't unlock yourself, you can't do anything. Oh man, Daddy's having a real tough time getting in through that block. Oh my gosh. Shock you 420. It looks like he did try Zerk in round 1, but it did not work. He tried it at the end and he couldn't get in. He couldn't get past that block. So Daddy made some last minute gear swaps over here. I'm curious to see if that's going to, you know, what it's going to do, if it's going to pay off. But here we go, round 3. Oh, wow, getting in close. Very nice. Oh, very nice. He was able to get through that bone armor, which is an additional barrier for a barbarian against a Necro. Oh, man, and there it is. He did a lot more damage in that round, so whatever alteration he made was a very good one. You know, it was likely, I'm gonna guess, more AR, you know, just to make it so that when he swings, he doesn't miss, but still he has to get through bone armor and max block, so that is rough. All right, so this is what Daddy was rocking here. He did make this change right here. He did go to more AR. I think that was a good choice. Look at this ring, dude. 6-point ring right here. That is a beautiful, beautiful ring. Some very nice, perfect up to Gore Riders. Oh, beautiful helm too. Stonehorn. That is really cool. Enigma of Duress. And Grief of Doom, Beast of Doom, very decent. He said he had a rack. GG. And here we go. This is round one of Alan versus Maty. So this is an interesting matchup because Alan could score some big hits from the inside, but he's gonna have a really difficult time getting that opening that he needs, I think. Maty is always gonna keep these traps up, and he's gonna try to stay in these traps and dodge Alan's whirlwinds. Thing is, Alan has a lot of life, and you know, you're allowed a wisp and up to 80% max res in the DFC. So it could take some time. He's got a pretty indestructible strategy, but he definitely has to, you know, Maty has to pull it off flawlessly. You know, he has to continually keep the pressure going. It looks like Alan was whirlwind locked there again. Common problem tonight. I mean, it's bound to happen. If you've ever played a hybrid Sin or a whirlwind barbarian, I'm sure there's come a time where you have been whirlwind locked on your opponent, and it is very, very rough situation to be in. I think we're better off doing time wagers. How long the duel will take. See, that's, you know, the thing with the way that Maty has dueled in the DFC, and this is something I'm keeping in mind for season 2 as well, is that he is always very methodical. He can bring down a player, you know what I mean? However, every player that will go against him will use the full extent of the rules for, you know, for absorb and for max res, which I don't think there's necessarily a problem with that, because look at this strategy. It's hard enough finding a way to get in on Maty, and if you get a really skilled assassin like this, like look, there's barely any mistakes he's making. You know, CT telling, CT casting, it's so hard to get on the inside that like you should have ample opportunity to do it, but if you don't, you're gonna get punished at every turn, man. Alan looks like he was taking a crack at the Shadow Master there, probably for a couple of reasons. A, because Shadow Master will randomly cast Mind Blast, which really sucks. But B, because he can actually leech life off of the Shadow Master. And it looks like Maty is wearing Alan down. Alan's whirlwind locked, so Maty's gonna punish him here for it. You notice him laying traps and teleporting backwards. Alan was desynced there. He looks like he attempted to connect, or his character was actually connected with something, and it got him broken from the whirlwind lock. So he got out of it, which is good, but Maty was trying to punish him there for that. Yeah, this is nuts. I think Alan is anticipating a telestomp there. That's why you see him whirlwinding, even though he's far off screen. I think he was anticipating a telestomp. Maty's not going to do it though. He's not. I don't think he's going to do it. He's okay with mind blasting at this point, like just keeping that name lock and making him eat a ton of damage from mind blast. Yeah, and Alan's in a lot of trouble here. He's trying to catch Maty coming in. And there it is. Maty takes round 1. All right, here we go. Round 2. Maty versus Alan. Alan, I'm wondering if he's going to change his strategy up here. It looks like he's trying to get Maty to chase him. And I don't think that's a bad idea. It causes Matt to sort of run through his mana very quickly, because casting traps over and over again, and especially Mind Blast when he gets, into that animation, it costs a lot of mana, and you can find yourself running through the mana pots. So I think Alan might be trying to do that and try to, possibly catch Maty going into the mana pool. But then again, it might not be an end-all be-all, because if there's a mana pool up by town, Maty can just trap the mana pool and, slowly make his way there. But it looks like Alan, that could be part of his strategy. It could also just be to put Maty to sleep. Like, that's another thing that is, I think underutilized in a lot of duels. Everybody tries to make them so quick and end them instantly. But it's like sometimes doing what Alan is doing and trying to get into a pattern where you kind of lull your opponent to sleep with a certain strategy. You know what I mean? That can really pay off. Z-Hister, thanks for the follow. But yeah, you see, if he gets in this pattern of like making Maty teleport out and try to go find him, sometimes he can catch him just like that. Very nice. Good job getting on the inside. It looks like that is exactly what Alan was trying to do. He's just trying to get Maty used to some sort of, some sort of strategy where he's casting his traps far out and trying to hit Alan at range, and then Alan teleports in when he notices that that's happening. I think that's a pretty good strategy. It's completely counterintuitive to how Maty was dueling in the first round, where he was kind of putting traps up around him and waiting for Alan to come in. Now Alan is trying to trick him. Oh, and there it is. Very well executed there, but Alan is in a lot of trouble. With all of these traps coming at you, it's like you're on a clock. Good CT casting there from Maty. Very good CT casting. And there it is. Round 2 goes to Maty. Alan looks like he's making some more alterations here. I assume he's putting back on T-Gods. I think that's a very good idea. And honestly, I think it would have definitely mattered in that last round. I think he was finally, his switching of his strategy there, really was good. All right, and here we go. We're into round 3. Is Alan going to be able to do what he needs to do to make the alterations? Wondering if the alterations that he made are going to pay off. Now he's trying to get on the inside, and Maty being very smart here. He's putting up traps next to him to sort of, go against that game plan that Alan had in the last round. And now he's got that name lock going. Alan weapon swapping out of it. And there it is. There it is. Alan trying to capitalize on it. But you see what Maty did there? He's now switched to a hybrid strategy going after Alan. This is going to be tough. So he CT casts his traps far out and then teleports into them. So if Alan continues that strategy of trying to, lull him to sleep, if you will, it's just a fail-safe way to play right into that. Oh, man, nice hits from Alan. Oh, and he's cut open, too. Maty is cut open with open wounds. You notice him bleeding all over the ground. He's losing life very, very quickly. Well, this duel just turned the corner real quick. Alan trying to figure out how to get on the inside for the final, what could possibly be a final hit here. Maty trying to re-bow or recast battle orders. Oh, and it looks like he's into a decent name lock. Alan, good angle, but now he's whirlwind locked. He was whirlwind locked there for a second. Maty made a wrong teleport. Oh, and here it is. Oh, man, what a close duel. What a close duel. Man, I wonder how much that T-Gods in that second round would have made a difference, because that one was close too. And Matt's going to show off some of his gear. That or perm out. You never really know. Oh, look at this. So he has the IAS breakpoint in one single claw right here. That's all he needs. Beautiful claws. So he uses Griffin's Eye to get to max cast. And he went Shadows again for the Mind Blast. He anticipated that lightning damage, you know, only being sort of trivial as the duel went on. Barbs have a lot of life, and with T-Gods, they can survive a lot. So he sort of next leveled there and went with the Shadow Grand Charms again. God, I really like that, dude. Max DR at the moment. And that's, of course, with Shadow Grand Charms and the DR that he has. So he has 8 from his Helm, 8 from Enigma, and that's all he needs. That's all he needs. He gets max DR from his Shadow Grand Charms, too. Holy shit. Good call. I'm beginning to think Shadow Grand Charms on a Trap Assassin might be the way to go. And 60 Claw Block? Damn. That's some pretty insane stats. 11k traps, 60% Claw Block, max DR. That's a really good setup. What was Alan rocking for this duel? Grief of Doom, my man. Beast of Doom, my man. Oh, wow. Look at this ring. That's not bad. Very nasty. That's a perfect ring for this matchup. Very nice Tri-Res 310 boots. Holy. Enigma of Duress. I like that for the resistances. A lot of lightning resist in his charms. Lightning resist on the High Lord's Wrath, along with Deadly Strike, increased skills. IAS is decent, but in Whirlwind, it doesn't really come into play. 451 Poison Charm. I'm surprised he didn't rock more of those, because open wounds and you know that poison damage could really pay off if you just nick Maty going in, cut him open, poison him, do some damage from afar. Yeah, that was GG. GG. Yeah, I love this barbarian here. If I build a barbarian someday, I will try to make it look like Alan's, but without the hybrids, because they're expensive. And here we go. So this is a Necro v Necro fight. We're gonna see MilkyBoned versus ChronxBoner. So we just got to see a slight preview of ChronX's skills versus TFC, and this guy is no joke. Like, look at this. Oh my gosh, Milky was trying to weapon swap and confuse ChronX there, but he wasn't having it. He knew right what to do. And here we go. Let's do it right this time. We just had a false round 2. They didn't wait for the ref. We missed all the action. Oh my God, Milky getting some good hits in early. Oh, man. Damn. You know what I like about these duels? They're so lightning fast, and I love the fact that we're getting to see this from ChronX's perspective, because can you imagine trying to follow these guys around? All right, and here we go. Round 3. It is currently 1-1. Oh man, look at how quick this is. Holy! What just happened? Oh man. And here we go. Round 4. Don't blink. Oh! Right on cue. 5th and final round. Who is gonna win this lightning fast match? Oh, good stomp from ChronX. He's recasting his Golem to sort of try to eat some of those shots, but Spear is just weird. It goes right through the Golem, man. Oh, big hits from Milky. Oh, man, a good name lock and a good angle from ChronX. What a fight, man. Wow, jeez. Nasty. This was some GG stuff right here. Could have Bone Spear Wand with Decrepify, Wow, dude. Perfect up the blood fists. Double up the blood fists. Grim Spurs. Wow. Nice stuff, man. Wow. Round one. God, this is going to be an insane fight. Sparkling versus TFC. So TFC is pretty well known as the best Amazon on US East. So like, this is why I say the duels tonight are so insane. Like, look at this, just perfect placement of these poison jabs. And Sparkling is doing a great job at teleporting around them. So I think Sparkling has his work cut out for him, but the good thing that Sparkling has working in his favor is that ES, man, that energy shield is so nasty. See, he has to worry about these poison jabs. Oh, there it is. He's catching some poison. That looks like it might have been from the arrow of TFC. But a lot of his gear, he has poison length reduced on his gear. And he has a lot of it. I mean, a lot of it. Oh, look at this. Good stomp. Good stomp from Sparkling. Both players just kind of feeling each other out here. And, you know, trying to figure out the angle, figure out what the other player's all about. And Sparkling gets some nice stomps in there, some nice angles. Look at him just outrun these guided arrows. He's outrunning. He doesn't even care that guided arrows are coming at him. He's just outrunning them. Oh, man, nice hits from TFC. It's hard to tell what he did there. I'm not sure if he used strafe or what he did, but that was a very good close range attack there. Oh, and he's still keeping the threat of that poison jab. Bam! Oh, wow, this is insane. So it's hard to tell. That was a huge exchange, but it's hard to tell if Sparkling is poisoned from his arrows, from TFC's arrows, or from his poison jab. That looked like it might have been the poison or the plague javelin, because his life went down quickly from that poison. That's even with a ton of PLR. All it takes against an ES Sork with this build is one good, well-placed poison jab, and it is a different game. But I'm surprised though. Like, that is very nice PLR on the part of Sparkling. Like, it seems like he built this character very well for this matchup. Like, he just got hit with a nasty poison jab. TFC's poison jabs do about 18 to 20k, depending on the matchup. And he just got hit with, let's assume, 18k poison damage. And it didn't bring him to one life. Any character that I play against TFC with, that is a game changer. It's over after you get hit with poison. But it looks like Sparkling's battle orders has run out here, so he's going to quickly re-up on that. But TFC, I would imagine, his battle orders has run out too, but it's infinitely harder for him to re-battle order, for him to re-bow, because he literally has to switch out his weapon from his cube.
You're buffering really hard.
I am, really?
Yep.
Thanks for the heads up, hon.
Yep. They're telling you in chat, but I know you're busy.
Wow, this is just nuts. Nikki just dropped in to let me know I'm buffering hard on Twitch. I appreciate that. After this duel, I'm going to check it out, see what's going on. But these will be up in their full extent on YouTube, in case you miss any of this. It seems to be recording pretty well on OBS. But wow, what a duel. Look at this, man. Both players are probably at, I want to say, anywhere between 10 and 25% life. And TFC was trying to re-battle order there. And here we go. Looks like Sparkling doing battle orders again here. This is, what a grindy duel, man. Look at this. This could really go either way, and I did not expect this. TFC does pull off the battle orders, though. He was able to switch out his weapons. Oh, there it is. Both play, like, look at this duel of skill going on right now. Like, how insane is this? Tfc-Priest at about half life, and wow, Sparkling takes a lot of damage there. All right, guys, I'm going to check this stream out after this fight for sure. Sorry for whatever's going on. People watching this live on Twitch are having a bit of trouble. But TFC switching to the multi-shot here. He knows he's close to finishing. TFC knows he's close to finishing. And it looks like he has no interest in doing it with a jab right now. It looks like he knows he's so close to finishing. He's going to try to get there with the bow. He's really keeping his distance here. Oh, he does chuck another poison javelin. But man, Sparkling is so low. And look at this. Even in the face of adversity, Sparkling still just doesn't care about those guideds. And man, it really, really hurt him there. Round 1 goes to TFC. And here we go, round 2. After fixing some technical difficulties, we're back up and running. So TFC got round 1, and what a grindy duel it was. We actually noticed in the first round that Sparkling's PLR, or his poison length reduced, is very, very good. Like, he actually got hit with a plague javelin and survived it. And it looks like he got hit with another one here. You just saw that. That's how much damage he takes from a plague javelin. That plague javelin alone would shut down so many sorceresses. I can't even tell you. That would be the death. It would be a death sentence for so many sorceresses. And Sparkling just survives. That is so insane. It looks like back and forth here. TFC hasn't taken any significant damage yet, but wow, a very good stomp from Sparkling. And this is just a chess match between these two. Like, I thought for sure going into this, I was like, yeah, Sparkling's got his work cut out for him, dude. This is just going to be tough. But that first duel was actually pretty close. TFC was pretty low in life at one point. And bam, TFC hits him with another plague javelin. And look at this. Sparkling uses that opportunity to just stomp and throw as many fireballs as he possibly can right at close range. But now he's in a lot of trouble. Look at that life just get sucked down by that poison. That is a rough spot. But look at this. This is the good part about this. His life is not at 1. He's been hit with 2 plague javelins, and he is not at 1 life. Like, that's so good. Like, that's such an asset in this duel right here in particular. But it looks like he might have got hit with another one there, and this probably will put him at 1 life. No, it still didn't. He's still... It looks like he was above 1 life there. I could be wrong, but he's doing a good job, though. Look at this. Oh, wow, nice. Nice shots from TFC. And Sparkling is recasting that Oak Sage, which is very, very important, because that's going to block some of this multi-shot BS that's going on and just allow him to at least put on some offense. But TFC knows what he's got to do, and wow, yeah, this is going to be really rough here for Sparkling. He just got tagged with some more poison, and even though he has really good PLR, I don't know if it's going to be enough. TFC's Priest Battle Orders has run out, though, and he might be trying to re-up on that. Oh, nice stomps. Nice shots there from Sparkling. Sparkling also has his Battle Orders that has run out. Good to hear. Thanks for the feedback, Shirley. I appreciate that, man. Wow, this is just a chess match. And Sparkling has some really nice replenished life here. It's getting him above that 1 life point, which is really good, because he has a huge ES. So he's actually going to absorb a lot of that damage right into his mana. But he looks like he got tagged with another arrow there, and that is just going to put him right back down into death range. Oh, man! He attempted the stomp there, but it just wasn't enough. He was too low on life. And I think Priest right there used Strafe, which is just throws too many arrows at you at once for you to, you know, for your block to matter. And here we go, round 3. TFC versus Sparkling. Holy shit. Yeah, Sparkling has his work cut out for him, but it looks like he made a few edits to his items there in the stash between duels. So it looks like he is changing up his strategy, and that is exactly what I mean. Tfc-Priest lured him right into that Poison Javelin right there. Or that Plague Javelin. And look at this, though. That is not, for a Plague Javelin, that is not doing a lot of damage. Like, Sparkling got out of that pretty good. So it looks like whatever changes he made really might be paying off here. Like, he literally took maybe 5-10% damage from that Plague Javelin. But now, oh, this one looks a little different right here. No, not much, actually. He still took minimal damage from that. I am very curious to see what he switched to here, because this is insane. That is, I think, the key that he needs to beating Tfc-Priest is to just make it so that he doesn't pay as much for doing those stomps and for coming in, you know, and possibly eating a Plague Javelin. The thing is with Priest, he still has poison on those arrows too. So if he tags you with that multi-shot, your life is just going to slowly dwindle. And Sparkling shooting like crazy here. Picking some good angles, goes in for a quick stomp. TFC wasn't ready for that, so it was a good angle. But it looks like he got hit with a couple of guideds. Oh, wow, nasty. Priest pulling off the strafe. Oh, man, yeah, this is quickly falling out of favor here for Sparkling. What a rough matchup. Oh, my gosh, there it is. And it is all over. Tfc-Priest takes it. So this is what Tfc-Priest was wearing for this duel right here. Oh, look at this. He was very much so relying on open wounds. Look at this belt. Very nice bonus to life, open wounds, and all the resist you could ever want. GG belt. And just, as you would expect from Priest, some of the nastiest gloves. Minimum damage ring with strength, life, resistance, AR. Jesus, nice ring. Perfect Raven. And it looks like this is just a 15% IAS jewel in a swordback hold, and he's doing that for open wounds. He's doing that for open wounds. Wow, good choice. So whenever he hits his opponent, he just always cuts him open. And Fort of Chains here, very nice. The legendary diadem of Tfc-Priest here. Look at that thing. That thing is just a beauty. Hotspurs, of course. GG. But yeah, Hodo here actually paid off for the replenish life with him too. So Hodo, always a good choice, but particularly here for replenish life. Look at this amulet. Look at this amulet, guys. PLR 75 plus the PLR 75 here and poison resist 50. SOJs for the mana boost, Enigma. Oh, wow. Nice diadem, too. I told you, this guy's got some sick gear, man. And here we go, round one. Root versus Rick. Oh man, good stomp. This is so bad. I'm so dead. All right, here we go. Round two. He's picking up on my strategy, that's the thing. He's picking up on the strategy. Ah, damn it! All right, round 3. Whew. That was a bad stomp. No! No! That was terrible. All right, round 4. I don't know if I got him with a hammer there, but if I didn't, he got lucky. No! No! So he did go max cast, and this suggests he might be... What? He was no max block. Oh my gosh, I just got destroyed. This was the setup I would have preferred out of the two, is no max block. But he just had it, man. Look at this. Nice faster hit recovery. Hits the 99, I'm gonna guess here. Yeah, look at that. He's got 30% faster hit recovery in his helm. 55 here, so there's 85. Plus 20 here is 95. And probably his belt is Verdungo's, I would guess. Yeah, very nice. Or he could meet it in his charms, too. He would just need 5% faster hit recovery small charm, and he'd get there. Very nice. G effing G. So let's see if Duke has any better luck against a Wind Druid. This is round 1, so Duke might be employing... Oh no, he's doing the same strategy here. He's getting the hammer field going and stepping into it. That just prevents those stomps. It makes Rand stay on the outside, but it doesn't look like Duke has a grief to really like punish him for it. Because part of my strategy, I was able to pull it off in round 2, was to... Oh man, look at that stomp. Duke, I don't think... Oh yeah, he did take a NATO. And Rand has not taken any significant damage. But, you know, part of that strategy is when they're sitting on the outside and they're looking for an angle and looking for a way to get in, that's when you punish them. Oh man, see, look at that. Duke was able to land a hammer there. That's exactly what we're talking about. He's dangerously low on life. But that is the strategy that's gonna get you landing hammers on a Wind Druid. Just very good. This is where I took a page out of Duke's books for my windy duels right here. Just very, very good strategy. And you'll never see this guy quit. Oh man, big stomp from Rand. Big stomp from Rand, and that ends round 1. And here we go, round 2. So let's see, now Duke is gonna be doing a sort of a hybrid strategy here. Oh wow, man. Holy shit, quick finish from Rand. quick finish from Rand. Yeah, these are rough matchups. Rough matchups for H-Dens. And here it is, the start of round 3. Currently 2-0 for Rand Tornado. Duke trying to bait him into one of these hammer fields. Oh man. Looks like Duke might have caught a little damage from Hurricane there. Rand is trying to get the perfect angle to do a stomp, and he loses a lot of his pets there. See, that's part of that trap from Duke. That's exactly what he's trying to do. So that when you stomp and you do not successfully get damage in, you potentially lose just about all of your pets, or you take a hammer. Duke staying out of the way of trouble over here. Still hasn't caught any significant hits, but now he's charging out of his hammer field, setting another one up. That's the most dangerous point, and he catches some tornadoes for it. And Rand Tornado still very, very good on life over here. Looks like he was hit with something, but it's hard to tell what. Oh, a big stomp from Rand. Duke gets hit. Oh man, good hits from Duke, but it might, oh! Oh, there it is! He just kept those hammers going, and he would step into his own hammers to sort of progress his way across the map. He's looking for a good angle to surprise Rand from, but he's protecting himself with those hammers as he's making moves. And here we go, round 4. Round 4 between Duke and Rand. Duke getting that similar strategy going. Oh man, he catches a little bit of damage from Tornado, but it wasn't too much. I don't think Rand paid for that stomp at all. Nice escape from Duke. I was just about to say nice escape, but he got hit by a Rand Tornado, oddly enough, on his way out. And oh! Oh man! This is what I mean. Duke is nasty. 5th and final round between Duke and Rand. Who is gonna win this? Oh man, Duke takes a little bit of damage there. Hard to tell if Rand took anything. Looks like Rand is still at full life. Duke doing a great job of staying in this hammer field and really trying to punish Rand for stomping. And Rand now looks like he might be either recasting his pets or possibly trying to get Duke to piss through a lot of his mana. Just trying to figure out the best way to go at this. Oh man, good stomp from Rand, but Duke avoids any damage from that. Rand trying to figure out the perfect angle. Duke has a nice hammer field going. Oh man, they're in close. Duke has taken a lot of damage. Oh, bam, there it is. Rand catches a hammer on his way in, but it was all for a good cause. Beats Duke in a very, very close fight. Aha, so he used Spirit Longsword for the faster hit recovery. And that is so that when he gets into those hammer fields, he doesn't get stun locked to death. Very nice, and he meets his FHR breakpoint right there with those 2 spirits. He was not worried about the charge there at all. Oh wow, he might have even hit the next breakpoint for FHR. 220 amulet, very nice. Look at this. Just a sweet setup. And Duke using the double bared COA. Yeah, I think that's a very good choice. That in conjunction with Verdungos and Enigma, he has the most DR that he can possibly have in PvP. It's capped at 50%. So he did max that out. And it looks like he did go for the 125% faster cast rate setup here. And Duke, thank you, dude. I have never seen a duel that you've been involved in that was not exciting as fuck. Like, and here we go, round 1. Round 1 of Templar versus Lilith. It's like we're catching a little bit of lag on Templar's stream here. But what he's trying to do, oh wow. Look at this, he has some nice cold stack going on. He's trying to desync Lilith. He's trying to desync and telestomp. How's that looking on you guys' end? Is that super laggy? Yeah, I might just switch to following around here. We're gonna catch up to him. All right, Templar is taking some serious damage over here. Yeah, look at this. Like, he has some really good cold stack, but Lilith is so good at staying out of your range. Oh, man! And just as I say that, Templar closes the distance and finishes with Smite. So this is round 2 of Lilith versus Templar. Templar trying to get some nice chain locks going early. See, what he's doing is he's stacked up his cold resist, and he's going to try to rely on that and tank quite a few hits. And there it is. He's gonna tank as many hits as he can and try to close the distance. So it's up to Lilith to really bait him in and to keep him chasing her. So what we are seeing here is Templar trying to run down Lilith, and Lilith setting up these traps. You'll see him dropping a blizzard on top of himself. That's so that if by chance Templar desyncs, if by chance Templar desyncs and Lilith can't see where he's at, she knows that the ultimate goal of Templar is to get right on top and to just start throwing smites. So at least he'll take some damage upon coming in, and that's the strategy behind blizzing right on top of your own character like that. And Templar has taken some pretty significant damage here. So now he's trying to look for a better way, a better angle to get in on Lilith with. And look at this, Lilith just trying to trap him, trying to get him to run into these blizzards. And he's doing a great job of it. Both players are very low on health though. Look at Lilith's health. And Templar switching to the FOH strategy here. Lilith might have been prepared for that though. Lilith might have been prepared for that lightning damage. Yeah, really tough to get on the inside here if you're Templar. Really tough to keep up with these guys too. He's like, where is Lilith? Lilith, return. Oh man, Lilith in a lot of trouble. Templar, he's doing a good job of staying out of the way of those blizzards and trying to finish with FOH. Oh man, and Lilith is taking some damage. Oh, there it is. And here we go, round 3. Templar trying to close that distance. See, he knows he has kind of limited time to really push the pressure. So that's what you're gonna see in the first part of this duel. And you're gonna see Lilith just try to make him run into, Lilith is gonna try to make him run into those ice blasts, those blizzards. That's the whole game plan from Lilith in the first part of this duel, is use his aggression against him. And it looks like it's starting to pay off. Lilith is landing some pretty good damage. Both fighters trying to figure out how to get in on the other one. Lilith's still trying to trap, and now you're seeing Templar take kind of a different, more conservative strategy here. He's still trying to get on the inside, but he's realizing that his time is limited here. Like, he's already taken more damage than he probably wanted to by utilizing the aggressive approach here. So he's gonna try to pick his shots a little better now. And this has worked for him in the first couple of duels. Lilith still at about 75% health. Templar probably at about 40. Oh, Lilith rebowing. Templar trying to capitalize on that. Looks like he eats another blizzard or maybe an ice blast there for his troubles, but Lilith is in a lot of trouble too. That FOH is doing some work. Templar in a lot of trouble here. He keeps getting hit. Oh man, he's resorting to that FOH strategy. I have no clue where these players are. And they're back at it. Templar very low on life. Very, very low on life. You might see Lilith switch to Orb here. And if she does, it's not a bad call because it's just a big area effect. And Templar is very, very low on life. But he's still being very aggressive trying to get in there. He might realize that he needs to finish with Smite here. Oh, there it is. Lilith takes round 3. Round 4. So we could see a big comeback from Lilith here. Templar, again, trying to close the distance, get on the inside. Oh, very nice. So Templar is trying to do some chain locking here. But you see that huge teleport that Lilith just did? That is some CT tellying right there. It's going to be hard for Templar to engage in a chain lock when Lilith does CT telly. It just gets you so far out of range so quickly that it's hard to institute that chain lock. Templar having a hard time getting on the inside. Lilith has not taken any damage. And Templar has switched to the second phase of his strategy, which is try to pick some shots, utilize that FOH. Oh man, good placement from Lilith. Oh man, big charge from Templar. Yeah, he's trying to get in and close the distance here. He's trying to finish. See, Lilith was able to get out of that charge lock pretty well. And again, I think we have CT Telly to thank for that. Templar at probably about 45% health here. Lilith still basically untouched. Templar has possibly switched away from using the FOH strategy so much. I say that and then he's right back to it. I was gonna say, because I think that actually pays off for him. If by the very least, it taxes out Lilith's mana pool, because she's an ES sorceress. Oh man, oh! Oh, wow! Holy shit! What a comeback! He was on the brink of defeat and gets a clutch chain lock there. Wow, man, what was Templar rocking for this? Ah, okay, so he went more for the FOH damage. Oh, look at that. No wonder he was teleporting so fast. Look at this. So he has Grief of Destruction, a perfect one at that. He has 35% faster cast, Spirit Sacred Targe. Griffin's Eye for the cast, cannot be frozen, minus enemy light res. Holy shit, that's really good. What a great idea. And he has 2011s, he says. And what was Lilith rocking? Ah, okay. So you see, he anticipated needing that faster hit recovery. Oh, look at these B manas. Beautiful. That is a perfect Death's Fathom. Perfect Death's Fathom. Yeah, he was anticipating needing that faster hit recovery. And he did have, it looks like potentially, yeah, he had max DR. I'm going to guess probably Enigma armor. If not COH. If he had COH, that gives him max DR. He goes, yeah, didn't block a single thing. That sucks, dude. And here we go, man. This is the championship bout. Holy hell, I'm not even sure who to root for in this, man. Both fighters so good. So it looks like MTL, oh nice, good curse from Whis there. He's using Decrepify, and that is in an attempt to stop MTL from sinking, but it doesn't look like he's sinking very much. He's on the telly plan now, but MTL has taken a lot of damage here early. He switched to the cleansing aura there to get that curse off of him. And now it looks like he's trying to bait Whis in. You see him use that FOH. He's no dummy. Like, he knows. Oh, wow, big hits from Whis. Oh my god, this is so close. Like, he almost had a nasty chain lock going on there, but he's so close to death. But, you know, MTL is no dummy. He knows that Whis has big lightning resist, probably is wearing T-Gods. So he knows that FOH won't do too much damage, but he's going to try to encourage Whis to make some mistakes by doing that. Getting rid of his Oak every once in a while is good, too. This is a very tough matchup for MTL. So what he's doing now is he's trying to get Whis. Oh, nice hits. Wow, is this gonna be a comeback? Oh man! Wow, this is what I mean, dude. You can't ever take a break with MTL. You can't ever take a break with MTL. Like, Whis was getting in, trying to finish, and I feel like in that slight haste where he was trying to finish and, you know, get those final hits in, he gave MTL the window that he needed to finish the duel. All right, so now I'm curious to see if Whis is going to change his strategy up at all. Look at that life on MTL, 6.1k. Just shy of 6.2k. I mean, that's with Oak, but even without it, 5.2k life. That's just stupid good. And sure, I'm sure, yes it is. It's 1-0 MTL currently. Oh, nice telly stomp. Nice, oh my god! Whis barely escaped that, but now he's in FOH range, and there it is! That's it for round 2. MTL takes it. And here we go. This is round 3. It's 2-0 MTL. MTL's got a pretty good strategy so far. He's just trying to get on the inside with Whis, trying to make it so that his bone spirits have no effect. You notice that he's kind of teleporting around the angle that Whis is choosing. So the bone spirits that Whis is throwing in one direction, they aren't having any effect yet. They have yet to find their target. And there's MTL using cleansing to get that Decrepify aura off. That's a really good call on Whiz's part too, because that slows down his smite. Oh man, almost had Whis puddled right there. Looks like Whis is using some CT casting now too though, which is very important because once MTL starts doing that chain lock on you, he's one of the best players to do that. Oh, here it is, he's in close. Whis teleports out, MTL takes no damage. Oh wow, and he's got him name locked. Oh, there's a nice chain lock. Nice chain lock from MTL. This is what I mean. You have to CT Telly out of his chain locks. He's so good at it. Oh, and there it is. And Whis is in FOH range right now, and MTL knows it. Whis has to keep his pets up. He has to keep a Golem and an Oak Sage up in order to give him the best chance to not get FOH'd. And Whis is having trouble finding a good angle on MTL here. MTL keeping that Oak Sage up. Not only does it boost his life, but it also blocks those spirits. Good bone prisoning from Whis. Oh, and he barricades himself in the corner there. Very, very interesting. That reduces the amount of angles that MTL can come in at. So when Whis shoots off those bone spirits, he only has a couple of different angles he has to aim at. But he wants to be close, not to get himself against the wall. Oh man, big hit from MTL. Good telly stomp. And still, and still, the DFC champion. Wow, man. GG from MTL. So we're checking out Whiz's gear here. Yeah, it's a magic wand. Very nice. Look at this. It has +5 to Bone Spear with +3 to Decrepify. Very nice. Some GG jewels in that. Some 7, 9, 4, 10 jewels, which is 7 faster hit recovery, 9 strength, 4 replenish life, and 10 all res. Very nice. Wow, some really good gear here. Yeah, he did have the Wisp on. He actually didn't go with the T-Gods. He had the Wisp. And 40 lifer PNBs, stacked out the lightning resist, Spirit of Phoenix shield. GG. Well, let's check out MTL's gear here. He's got a near perfect grief. The only thing not perfect about it is the -23 enemy poison resist. But he's got an Enigma, and he's got the DFC belt. Rocking the DFC belt for this duel. He won the duel with the belt on. There's something to be said for that. Gosh, I'm so jealous of that amulet right there. That's the best 220 Paladin amulet I've ever seen. He uses Mara's for bow. He's got the 2020 Paladin torch. Perfect water walks. Some insane, look at these gloves. Look at these smiter gloves right here. Wow, cold resist too. Very, very good for stack. Spirit of Phoenix, a Jod Shaco. Oh, and he did anticipate a potential Poison Nova by the looks of it. Looks like he might have stacked out his inventory with Poison Resist Charms. Can never be too safe. Very interesting. Yeah, using it for Heart of the Oak just so that he can tank more hits. GG. And that's the end of Season 1 of the DFC. Man, that guy is going to be champ for a long time. There's a lot of really good people in the DFC. For all of us, it's just about having as much fun as possible in this amazing game. If you'd like to be a part of the DFC for Season 2, just shoot me a message on Discord and we'll get you on the roster. Just make sure that your schedule sort of lines up with the stream schedule, as we do complete all of the fights on stream. I hope you enjoyed this tournament. We had a lot of fun. We'll see you in the next video.